The lights turn themselves off, floor by floor. Everyone left at 6. I stayed until the cleaning staff started vacuuming around my desk. The coffee machine finally gave up. So did the printer. Funny how machines know when they've done enough. People, not so much. Nobody puts overtime in family photo albums. Nobody says, I wish I'd answered more emails. Maybe success isn't staying later. Maybe still having someone to have dinner with. Still calling home. Still knowing what your favorite song is without checking an old playlist. The elevator mirror caught me looking tired. Not dramatic, just a little smaller than I remembered. Outside, the convenience store across the street was still open. The cashier smiled, asked, long day? I laughed, yeah, that was enough. Some conversations don't need more words. Maybe I'm allowed to leave before the work is finished, because it always will be. There's always another deadline, another meeting, another Monday, but there won't always be another chance to watch tonight's sunset. The office windows reflected the city lights for a second. I couldn't tell which side I belonged on. Maybe both, maybe neither. Maybe I'm still figuring it out. Tomorrow I'll come back, do my best, answer emails, finish projects. But tonight I'm choosing the walk home, the cool air, the phone call, the quiet music in my headphones, because I want a life that fits outside the office too. The last elevator closed its doors. I didn't feel behind, I just finally went home. Every window has a story. Every light belongs to someone. I wonder if they're wondering too. The train slows down near the old apartment blocks. Yellow curtains, tiny balconies. Laundry still hanging, even though it's almost midnight. Someone's washing dishes, someone's helping with homework, someone's arguing quietly behind a wall I'll never see. Funny how we're all so close without ever knowing each other's names. Maybe the person sitting beside me misses somebody too. Maybe the woman reading that paperback is trying not to cry. You never really know. We're all somebody's favorite memory, somebody's phone call, somebody's reason to keep But somehow every apartment light looks like hope from far enough away. I remember moving into my first place. One mattress, 2 plates, a borrowed chair. I thought success would arrive with nicer furniture. Turns out home isn't something you buy. It's the place where you finally exhale. Where all somebody's unfinished sentence, somebody's photograph, somebody's story still being written. Maybe none of us have figured life out. Maybe that's what makes this train feel less lonely. The doors open, people leave, new faces walking, nobody notices. How many versions of ourselves we've already outgrown. We're all carrying invisible groceries, invisible worries, invisible dreams. And maybe the kindest thing we'll ever do is remember that everyone else is carrying them too. Another station, another window, another life passing by. Almost deleted it. Instead, I pressed play again. Two minutes, 14 seconds, you laughed before saying hello. I'd forgotten people used to leave voice messages. Now everything disappears before it becomes a memory. The room stayed quiet long after you stopped talking. Funny how silence can still sound familiar. Time doesn't erase people, it just changes the places where we find them. Some voices never really leave, they move into old phones, kitchen echoes, sleepless nights, and quiet walks home. Maybe remembering isn't refusing to move on. Maybe it's another way of saying you mattered. I charged an old phone today, not because I needed it, because somewhere inside was a version of me who still believed everyone would always stay close. I smiled at how hopeful that kid sounded. I hope he'd still recognize the person I've become. Some conversations never finish, they simply become part of your thinking, part of your kindness, part of the way you answer someone else's call. If I could leave a message for tomorrow, I keep it simple: drink more water, call your family, don't skip dinner, be patient with yourself. Some voices That's how love survives. Message saved, battery low, heart full. The light turn themselves off, floor by floor. Everyone left at 6. I stayed until the cleaning staff started vacuuming around my desk. The coffee machine finally gave up, so did the printer. Funny how machines know when they've done enough. People, not so much. Nobody puts overtime in family photo albums. Nobody says, I wish I'd answered more emails. Maybe success isn't staying later. Maybe it's still having someone to have dinner with, still calling home, still knowing what your favorite song is without checking an old playlist. The elevator mirror caught me looking tired, not dramatic, just a little smaller than I remembered. Outside the convenience store across the street was still open. The cashier smiled, asked, long day? I laughed, yeah, that was enough. Some conversations don't need more words. Maybe I'm allowed to leave before the work is finished, because it always will be. There's always another deadline, another meeting, another Monday, but there won't always be another chance to watch tonight's sunset. The office windows reflected the city lights for a second. I couldn't tell which side I belonged on. Maybe both, maybe neither. Maybe I'm still figuring it out. Tomorrow I'll come back, do my best, answer emails, finish projects. But tonight I'm choosing the walk home, the cool air, the phone call, the quiet music in my headphones. Because I want a life that fits outside the office too. The last elevator closed its doors. I didn't feel behind, I just finally went home. Every window has a story, every light belongs to someone. I wonder if they're wondering too. The train slows down near the old apartment blocks. Yellow curtains, tiny balconies. Laundry's still hanging, even though it's almost midnight. Someone's washing dishes. Someone's helping with homework. Someone's arguing quietly behind a wall I'll never see. Funny how we're all so close without ever knowing each other's names. Maybe the person sitting beside me misses somebody too. Maybe the woman reading that paperback is trying not to cry. You never really know. We're all somebody's favorite memory, somebody's phone call, somebody's reason to keep trying tomorrow. one mattress, two plates, a borrowed chair. I thought success would arrive with nicer furniture. Turns out home isn't something you buy. It's the place where you finally exhale. We're all somebody's unfinished sentence, somebody's photograph, somebody's story still being written. Maybe none of us have figured life out, maybe that's what makes this train feel this lonely. The doors open, people leave, new faces walk in. Nobody notices how many versions of ourselves we've all already outgrown. We're all carrying invisible groceries, invisible worries, invisible dreams. And maybe the kindest thing we'll ever do is remember that everyone else is carrying them too. Another station, another window, another life passing by. I almost texted you, then I remembered neither of us knows how to start again. Your name slipped lower in my message list, not because you mattered less. Life just kept finding places to put itself first. Different jobs, different schedules, different neighborhoods, same old birthdays we still forget until somebody apologizes. Nobody teaches you how friendships change. There's no goodbye, only longer spaces between. How have you been? Maybe we're still friends, just living on different pages. Maybe caring doesn't always look like talking every day. If we meet again at some train station years from now, I hope the conversation feels like we only missed a weekend. I found an old receipt inside a notebook, coffee for 2, 3 summers ago. Neither of us remembered what we talked about, but I remember laughing so hard the cafe owner started smiling too. Funny how the details disappear and somehow the feeling stays. Maybe we're still friends, even if the group chat sleeps, even if the photos stop. Some people quietly become part of who you are without asking to be remembered. Growing older is strange, nobody leaves all at once. We're just different versions trying to catch up whenever life lets us. If you ever wonder whether I forgot, I didn't. Life simply learned how to speak loud unfinished conversations. I'm still grateful we met when we did. Maybe one day we'll have coffee again, and it won't feel like starting over. It'll just feel like coming back. The library closed. Nobody rushed home. An old man returned 3 books and borrowed 2 more, like he trusted there'd still be time to finish them. A girl sat nearby, highlighting. Same page for 10 minutes, maybe. She wasn't studying, maybe. She was thinking about someone I knew. That feeling, life keeps happening around us. Sometimes the bravest thing we do is notice. If today didn't change the whole world, that's okay. Maybe helping one stranger, calling your mom, finishing one chapter, getting enough sleep. Maybe those are the victories nobody posts about. The bench still leaned a little to one side, just like last year. I almost sat somewhere else. Then I remembered how many evenings I'd spent here, wondering whether life would ever feel lighter. It does, not every day, but enough to keep believing. Maybe growing up isn't becoming fearless. Maybe it's learning to carry your fears without putting your life on hold. We'll lose people, we'll change jobs, we'll move away, we'll forget birthdays, we'll remember songs, we'll become someone our younger selves never imagined. And somehow that isn't sad, it's beautiful. If our paths cross someday, I hope we're kinder to ourselves than we used to be. I hope the coffee tastes better, the laughter comes easier, the silence feels softer, and if nothing else, I hope we keep saving each other in small, ordinary ways. The sun disappeared, street lights came on. Someone opened a book, someone caught the last bus. Life kept going, so did we. The kettle sings, morning hasn't arrived yet. Neither have the answers. The chair across from me is still empty. I stopped expecting someone to fill it every day. Funny how loneliness changes. It starts to decorate. The windows fogged again outside. The delivery bikes are already chasing another ordinary morning. Maybe healing doesn't announce itself. Maybe it quietly arrives the day you stop counting how long it's been. I'll make tomorrow's coffee, even if I drink it alone. I'll water the little plant by the window. I'll open the curtains, let the morning in, because hope doesn't always feel exciting. Sometimes it just looks like planning for another day. My calendar still has crossed out plans, movies we never watched, trips we never took. Some dreams expire quietly, others simply wait for different people. I used to think that meant failure. Now it just feels like life making room. I'll leave one clean cup in the drying rack, not because someone's coming, because I like believing there's always another conversation waiting somewhere. The birds start first, then buses, then alarms. The city never really sleeps, it just changes, shifts. Maybe we're allowed to do the same. I'll make tomorrow's coffee, not because tomorrow will be perfect, because I've survived every yesterday that once frightened me. And maybe that's enough reason to see what tomorrow looks like. Steam rises, the sky gets lighter. Another ordinary morning, another chance. I almost texted you, and I remembered neither of us knows how to start again. Your name slipped lower in my message list, not because you mattered less. Life just kept finding places to put itself first. Different jobs, different schedules, different neighborhoods, same old birthdays we still forget, until somebody apologizes. Nobody teaches you how friendships change. There's no goodbye, only longer spaces between how you've been. Maybe we're still friends, just living on different pages. Maybe caring doesn't always look like talking every day. If we meet again at some train station years from now, I hope the conversation feels like we only missed a weekend. I found an old receipt inside a notebook, coffee for 2-3 summers ago. Neither of us remembered what we talked about, but I remember laughing so hard. The cafe owner started smiling too. Funny how the details disappear. And somehow the feeling stays. Maybe we're still friends, even if the group chat sleeps, even if the photos stop. Some people quietly become part of who you are without asking to be remembered. Growing older is strange, nobody leaves all at once. We're just different versions, try to catch up whenever life lets us. If you ever wonder whether I forgot, I didn't. Life simply learned how to speak louder than either of us. But somewhere between unread messages and unfinished conversations, I'm still grateful we met when we did. It'll just feel like coming back. There's a receipt still folded inside my jacket. I don't know why I kept it. Milk, coffee, bread, laundry, soap. The cashier smiled like she remembered me. Maybe she did, maybe I'm just here often enough to become part of somebody else's routine. Funny how the smallest moments can make a city feel less anonymous. Nobody claps for making it through another week. You just wake up again and keep going. Maybe this is what living looks like. Not the big victories, not the perfect plans, just carrying groceries through light rain, thinking about who you'd cook for if they knocked on your door tonight. The elevator stopped on every floor. Someone apologized for making me wait. I smiled like it mattered. Maybe it did. Kindness isn't loud, sometimes it's just remembering someone else has had a long day too. Maybe happiness doesn't arrive all at once. Maybe it hides inside warm bread, clean clothes, phone calls home, and finally sleeping before midnight. We spend years looking for life-changing moments. Then one afternoon, you realize peace has been sitting beside you the whole time. I'll keep the folded receipt, not because it's important, because one day I'll forget this ordinary evening, and I'd like to remember that I was here, living, trying. Enough milk, coffee, bread, another day worth remembering. stroller, with one hand, coffee in the other. Two teenagers missed every basketball shot and laughed harder. Every time someone walked a dog that stopped to greet everyone except its owner, I smiled. The owner smiled too. For a second, the whole park felt like a neighborhood I'd always lived in. Maybe peace isn't silent. Maybe it sounds like people living without realizing they're part of someone else's favorite memory. Nothing extraordinary happened tonight. Nobody changed the world still. The sky turned orange, children laughed, the trees kept dancing with the wind, and somehow that felt more than enough. I sat on the same bench long after my coffee was gone. A jogger stopped to tie his shoes. An older couple shared one umbrella, even though the rain had already stopped. Love gets quieter as it grows. Maybe that's why it lasts. Maybe the best evenings leave nothing to post, nothing to prove, only a lighter heart walking home at the end of the day. Tomorrow will be noisy, phones, traffic, deadlines, but this hour belongs to nobody except the people who remember to look up. If life ever feels too fast again, I'll come back here. Same trees, same benches, different version of myself, still hoping to notice the little things before they become the things I miss. Street lights on, birds gone, quiet home. Can wait 5 more minutes. The world look bigger without the pictures. There's a mark where the bookshelf stood, a faded square the sunlight never touched. Funny how even apartments remember where you've been. I found a missing sock, 3 guitar picks, a grocery list from last November. Life leaves tiny footprints in places nobody photographs. Maybe starting over doesn't mean leaving everything behind. Maybe you just learn what deserves a box. This place never belonged to me. I only borrowed its mornings, its rainy windows, its quiet Sundays. Still walking out feels a little like saying goodbye to someone who never spoke. The neighbor held the elevator one last time. We never learned each other's names. Still, he wished me luck. Sometimes that's enough to make a city feel human. The empty rooms echo differently. place is kind to them too. Home was never the address, it was the people who knew where to find me when I forgot where I was going. I'll carry the memories, the apartment can keep the echoes. Tomorrow someone else will unlock the same front door, thinking they're beginning. Maybe they are, maybe. So am I. One last look, lights off, keys returned. Forward, now boarding another city, another version of somebody's life. The departure board changed again, delayed gate 23. A little girl fell asleep across 3 airport chairs, still holding a stuffed rabbit by one ear. A man in a wrinkled suit called home, I'll be there tomorrow. He sounded like he'd been saying tomorrow for years. Airports are strange, everyone's moving, nobody's really staying still for a few hours. We're all waiting together. I wonder how many goodbyes walk past me every minute. Chances, maybe every crowded room is full of people trying to become someone new. My coffee went cold before my name was ever called. I watched planes disappear into clouds like they already knew where they belonged. I'm still learning how to leave without believing I'm losing everything behind. Maybe home is in one place, maybe it's the people who answer when you land. The voice waiting on the other end makes every distance feel a little shorter. At every airplane, every single one. Imagine still believing everything leaving will eventually come back. When my flight finally leaves, I hope I'm carrying less fear than I brought here. More gratitude, more patience, more room for the people I'll meet next. Because maybe growing sometimes begins at the departure gate. Gate 23, final boarding. See you somewhere ahead. The light's still on upstairs. Guess somebody's waiting too. Maybe that's enough tonight. I bought too much food again. Now half of it's sitting in the fridge next to the leftovers. I keep saying I'll eat tomorrow. The bus was late, nobody looked at each other. We all stared into little glowing screens like we were borrowing another life. For 20 minutes I almost called you just to complain about nothing. Then I figured you were probably trying to survive your Tuesday too. Funny how growing up feels less like climbing and more like carrying. Every year another little weight, every year another reason to keep walking anyway. Maybe we don't need the answers tonight. Maybe making it home is enough. Maybe the city isn't trying to break us, it's just too busy to notice. If your kitchen light is still on, mine probably is too. Somewhere between these streets we're all trying to become someone without forgetting who needed us first. Mom still asks if I'm eating well. I always say yeah, don't worry. I never mention the instant noodles or how coffee sometimes counts as dinner. There's an old jacket still hanging by the door, not because I need it, because throwing it away feels like admitting someone isn't coming back. Sometimes healing looks a lot like leaving things where they are until you're ready. Maybe we don't need the answers tonight. Maybe making it home is enough. Maybe tomorrow won't be easier, but maybe we'll know ourselves better. If your kitchen light is still on, mine probably is too. And that's enough to remind me nobody carries this ordinary life alone. The rain finally stopped, the neighbors closed their windows. Somebody laughed across the hallway. Life keeps happening without asking permission. Maybe that's beautiful, maybe that's scary, maybe it's both. Maybe we don't have to fix everything. Maybe we only have to stay. One more meal, one more morning, one more bus ride, one more phone call home. If the light's still on, leave it for a while. Someone else might need to believe they're not the only one awake. The light's still on. Maybe that's enough tonight. I missed the bus on purpose for once. The bakery was closing, the owner stacked tomorrow's bread trays. A kid laughed across the street like the world had never been difficult. I wondered if I sounded like that once, or maybe I still do sometimes. It's strange how slowing down lets you notice everything you were rushing past. Maybe the long way home was never the longer road. Maybe it was the only place quiet enough to hear myself thinking again. Someone practiced the piano with their window open. They missed the same note 3 times, then finally got it right. I kept walking, smiling, because somehow the sounded a lot like life, not perfect, just patient. Maybe none of us are late. Maybe we're just learning at different speeds, and maybe that's enough to stop comparing our lives to strangers. Tomorrow we'll ask for everything again. Deadlines, bills, phone calls, responsibilities. But tonight the city is only asking me to walk. I'll take the long way home whenever I can. Not because I'm lost, because I finally know there's no prize for arriving first, only people waiting when you get there. One more street, one more song, one more quiet night home. I never noticed the gray hair, not until there was more of it. Dad still parks in the same spot, still watches the evening news without saying much. The dining table looks exactly the same, except somehow it feels smaller than it did when I was 12. Maybe I just got older, maybe the room stayed honest. You don't realize your parents are getting older, because it happens one ordinary day at a time. I wish I asked more questions. I wish I stayed a little longer after dinner. The little things always seem too ordinary until one day they're impossible to get back. Mom packed fruit before I left, like she always does. I almost laughed, then I noticed her hands shake just a little now. Nobody tells you that growing older means watching the people who raised you need resting too. I still know where every light switches, every creaking floorboard, every family photo on the hallway wall. Funny how a house can stay the same while everyone inside keeps changing. One day the driveway will be empty, the chairs will still be there, the calendar will still hang in the kitchen, and I'll wish I came home more often. So maybe I'll call tomorrow, not because something happened, just because they're there. Sometimes love isn't a grand speech, sometimes it's asking, have you eaten, and staying long enough to hear the answer. Dad never said much. Maybe he didn't have to. Some streets remember us even when we don't. The bookstore closed last winter. The old cafe painted its walls blue. The owner didn't recognize me. I couldn't blame him. We've both lived a few more years since then. The city kept changing, so did I. Neither of us asked permission. Maybe growing older is learning to wave at old versions of yourself without asking them to come back. If we meet again, I hope we don't spend the whole afternoon talking about who used to be. Tell me who you are now. Tell me what still makes you laugh. Tell me what you finally forgiven. I found our old neighborhood by accident. The tree outside the corner shop is taller now. Kids ride bicycles where we once sat, talking like adulthood was somewhere very far away. Maybe it still is, just wearing different clothes. If we meet again, let's walk without hurrying. Let's stop with coffee. Let's leave some silence between our stories. Not every memory needs explaining. Some of them already know where they belong. There are people who change your life without realizing it. They lend you a sentence, a habit, a little courage. Years later, you're still carrying all three. If we meet again, don't apologize for the time. Life was busy teaching us different lessons. I'm just glad our paths crossed at all. Some people stay forever, others stay in the way you see the world, and honestly, that's forever too. Take care on your way home. I hope someone's waiting to ask how your day was, and if not, I hope you ask yourself. There's a receipt still folded inside my jacket. I don't know why I kept it. Milk, coffee, bread, laundry, soap. The cashier smiled like she remembered me. Maybe she did, maybe I'm just here often enough to become part of somebody else's routine. Funny how the smallest moments can make a city feel less anonymous. Nobody claps for making it through another week. You just wake up again and keep going. Maybe this is what living looks like. Not the big victories, not the perfect plans, just carrying groceries through light rain, thinking about who you'd cook for if they knocked on your door tonight. The elevator stopped on every floor. Someone apologized for making me wait. I smiled like it mattered. Maybe it did. Kindness isn't loud. Sometimes it's just remembering someone else has had a long day too. Maybe happiness doesn't arrive all at once. Maybe it hides inside warm bread, clean clothes, phone calls home, and finally sleeping before midnight. We spend years life-changing moments. Then one afternoon, you realize peace has been sitting beside you the whole time. I'll keep the folded receipt, not because it's important, because one day I'll forget this ordinary evening, and I'd like to remember that I was here, living, trying. Enough milk, coffee, bread, another day worth remembering. Everything's spinning. Maybe I am too. I came here because the washing machine finally gave up. The woman beside me folded tiny sweaters with practiced hands. A little boy counted every dryer like it was the greatest game he'd ever invented. Nobody talked, still the room didn't feel lonely, just peacefully occupied. Maybe healing looks ordinary. Maybe it smells like clean clothes and fresh detergent. We all bring something heavy. Some bring laundry, some bring silence, some bring weeks they haven't unpacked yet. Funny how everything leaves lighter than it arrived. Maybe people can too. A missing sock turned up inside my hoodie. I laughed for the first time all week, not because it mattered, because it reminded me joy doesn't always need a reason. Outside, rain tapped gently against the windows. Nobody hurried. The afternoon finally remembered how to breathe. Maybe life was never asking for extraordinary days. Maybe it was hoping we'd notice the ordinary ones before they disappeared. The dryer stopped, someone smiled, someone waved goodbye. We'll probably never meet again. Still, I'm glad we shared this Sunday. I'll remember the sound of spinning clothes, warm air, quiet strangers, because one day I'll miss the afternoons that didn't seem important at the time. Clean shirt, slow walk home, nothing changed. Everything did.